Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so now we are in the summer of 2018, okay? And it has been months of arguing over my life insurance beneficiaries. So he's still mad that he's not a beneficiary on my life insurance. And he's getting extra mad because I refuse to put him as a beneficiary. When I made the kids a beneficiary, I knew what I was doing. I'm not changing my mind. So this particular day now, I'm in the kitchen and I am making breakfast for everybody, including him. And I'm at the part now where I'm making bacon. So one thing you got to know about a narcissist is narcissists do not like to celebrate you. They don't like to buy you gifts. They don't like to take you out. They don't like to do any of that stuff. If they're not being celebrated in the celebration for you, then they're not celebrating you. So it was years and years and years of being with this man who never bought me a birthday gift, never bought me a Christmas gift, just didn't do any of that shit. Romance was not, I don't even think he understood what the definition of romance was. In any event though, there was one Christmas where he wanted a chain and I wanted a chain. So we decided we were gonna go get each other a chain. So this chain that I'm currently wearing right now, he purchased for me and I bought him the chain that he left with, that he was wearing. So I'm in the kitchen and I am making breakfast and he's proceeding to pick an argument and he's pissed off because I still haven't made him the beneficiary. I'm ignoring this because look, I'm making breakfast. I ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just want to make breakfast for the kids. And remember too, at this point, I'm now emotionally checking out. This is summer of 2018. This is after months and months and months of me praying and asking God to remove this evil spirit out of my life, okay? So I'm at a point now in this relationship where when he is arguing and he's starting to, pick fights, I am literally ignoring him. I'm not saying anything. I'm letting him argue and argue and argue and I'm just not saying anything. So he's carrying on about it. I'm not really paying attention. I'm not saying anything to him. It's pissing him off because I'm not saying anything to him. So he then proceeds to grab at my neck, to grab at me, to try and grab the chain, like to pull it from off my neck. Now, I'm making bacon. At this point, I'm in the bacon portion of breakfast, bacon, eggs, whatever else, but I'm in the bacon portion. For a split second, I'm like, I should just pick up this hot oil and dash it on this nigga's face and bun him up. But that's not me. I don't walk with the devil. I walk with God. So I couldn't do that. So when he went to snatch off my chain, I let him snatch off my chain. Of course, I was trying to fight him, but he ultimately got to snatch a chain. So when he snatched my chain, I said, oh, okay, you're gonna snatch my chain? I went to snatch his chain because remember, I bought him that one. So when I go to snatch his chain now, this hand right here, he grabs a hold of my hand because I'm using my right hand to snatch it, right? So he grabs a hold of my hand like this with his hand and brings it up to his mouth. And that nigga bit on my hand like I was a piece of rotisserie chicken. And I know. Remember, I make jokes. That's how I cope. That's how I deal with these things. Wasn't funny. And in the moment, it was quite devastating because I had never had anybody bite me. And he bit me with such force, like you wouldn't be able to see on video, but I have a scar that was left from his, what do you call this tooth? The incisor tooth. So I have a scar on my hand. But he bit down, and after he bit down, you could literally see like the teeth marks going across my hand, and my hand was swollen up big and all the rest of it. And when he bit me, I was in such shock and pain. I let go of the chain. I guess maybe came to realization that he was biting me. Like he was acting like an effing animal and he was biting me, and he let go, and then he just immediately left the house. Every single time this man did something bad, he knew I was the type of person that would call the police, so he would always take off. And so he bit me and then he took off. And I don't think I called the police at that time. I really don't think I did. I can't remember if I did, to be honest with you. Remember I said to you a couple videos back, there are things I remember, things I don't remember. I feel like I did, because it would have been something I would have done, especially to document the abuse, but I don't really remember if I did. But that was, the moment that really let me know that all sensibility was gone for him. Like I was living with somebody who was so dangerous that the only thing I could do was continue to pray for God to get him out my life, because I didn't know at that point how in the world I was going to be able to get out safely and how I was going to be able to get my kids out safely. Remember, God did not put you here to be beat on by no man.